How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to episode 12 of the franchise mode. Today we are hopefully making our playoff push for the first time. We actually look like we could be a playoff team. Now, before we get into it, some line changes that have been made. Sidney Crosby has been moved up to the second line, and Ryan McLeod moved down to the third line. Caleb Desnoyers moves into the third line to get some playing time as Morgan Barron moves down to the fourth line. Cristal moves in, meaning Greer and Cizikas, I think were the two, are out of the lineup. Dumba is out of the lineup for Landon DuPont on the third pair. I want to move him up to the second pair. I don't want to move any of these guys down. Like, maybe, I don't know who I could move down. Like, he could play both sides. They get a zeros if I do that. And they get a -3 if I put him up to the first pair. I might just have him play the third pair and then see if I can get him to change as his career goes on, and we'll try to see what move we have to make in order to either get him up the lineup or, maybe he stays there. The goaltending is staying the same, and Dumba is our scratch defense along with Thompson, and then we have Cizikas as a scratch forward. Won't really have to worry about that too much, I hope, but let's get into this. Let's sim to... See, I want to do a preseason game. I don't think I'm going to do a preseason game. Maybe I just might do the regular season. I think I'll sim up to the game against Winnipeg. We'll talk to John Cooper, as that's the first thing that's going to come up. I think he's going to say we're a playoff team. Let's talk about our season goals. This roster on paper is good enough to make the playoffs. Let's do this. Boom. Preseason. I don't want to do 5-on-5 yet again. I am deducting our speed a little too much. I'm going to take a look here. Let's see. Discipline is the only one that goes down, but our strength goes up. Puck control goes down a little bit. We get to up our speed and acceleration a little bit. I don't mind that. I've been using 5-on-5 for so long that speeds for our players have been going down, so let's get our speed up a little bit. As we get a trade offer there, we will not take it. I don't want to make any trades at the moment, as that's a win. Another win. We should dominate the preseason due to us having our NHL squad. I know we can move the AHL squad up and play season goals. I don't think I talked about that. Bouchard's season goal is to win the Norris. I think he can do it, so I gave it them. Stankoven, 40 assists. I should have made it the goals, but that's on me. Misa, 40 assists as well. Newhook has 30 goals. Shabbat, 30 assists. Levi, 35 wins. And Belch just to win the Calder. I'm still kind of experimenting with season goals because last time I did really well. I want to see if I do well this year, and if I do well, then that's great. But if I don't, then Levi has 35 wins. I already talked about that as we are at our first game. Ooh, I am ready. How did Landon DuPont do in the preseason? That's two things I want to check. Is how did three things I guess. I want to see how Belch did on that first line in the preseason. Season stats, preseason stats. He had 3 points, 2 goals, 1 assist in 8 games. Desnoyers had probably a little less. He had 5 points, 1 goal, 4 assists in 8 games. And then, how did DuPont do? Who's probably going to be one of the fastest. 90 speed, 91 excel. So good. He is a top 4 defender. I know. I want to play him up there. He had 2 assists. That's fine. Oh, I want to put him up there. It's just we've built our top 4 enough to where he can play, but we might make a move during the season. I'm not sure. Let's see. We will sim this game against Winnipeg. Hopefully, we pull off a win to start the season, and we don't go off slow like we did last season. The first period will end in a 0-0 tie. Second period, Winnipeg gets one. Kyle Connor on Devin Levi. As we hop into the third here. Close in shots. That's what I like to see. And Andrew Cristal, the fourth liner, will pick one up on Connor Hellebuck, and Barrett Hayton on the second line will pick one up. Cole Perfetti ties the game, though. We have a power play. They're able to kill it off. Come on. Come on. We need one. One shot. Ends the game, and we're going to overtime. Perfect. Let's hop in and watch it. Hopefully I don't mess it up like I usually do. I am not playing as anybody. That ended up happening that one time. And it's going to be a quick overtime because it's 3-minute periods. They have so many X factors. We have just the one. They have better forwards. We have better defensemen. They definitely have a better goaltender. They have Connor Hellebuck in net. As a Scheifele and Stankoven on the draw. Newhook and Stankoven. I need to change that. Should be Misa, Stankoven, Bouchard. As there's a pass, it misses. Bouchard gets it. Gets checked, able to come out with the puck. And here goes Stankoven. Has a bit of a break. He's going to slow down, but he's got a break. Stankoven gets bumped. Newhook shot misses the net. Stankoven gets checked by Kyle Connor. He throws it behind the net. Newhook picks it up. Finds Bouchard. Stankoven couldn't get the 1T. Oh, Newhook with a shot that stopped. And now, the Jets have numbers. And, thank you, Bouchard, because Newhook took a bad path there to the puck. And now Crosby's out there. Bouchard. It's offside. Scheifele brings it in. Now, here goes Crosby. Bumps him. Kyle Connor still on the ice, trying to get past Spence and Misa. Oh, he has Hedel in the middle. He walks in and what a save by Levi. Oh my. Whew, that scared me. As Philip Hedel gets the puck there from a pass. That was a great look by Kyle Connor. And now it's Ehlers Hedel versus Crosby and Misa. The old Sidney Crosby, the young Michael Misa, and we have a delayed penalty. If they could touch the puck quickly, that would help us as Misa makes a move. Finds Crosby, he scores! Sidney Crosby finishes the game for us. Let's go. What a 1T on a delayed call. He draws the penalty, wins the face-off, draws the penalty, and then Misa's able to take it down. He gets open for a 1T and he puts it home. And we win our first game of the year in overtime against the Winnipeg Jets. What a move by Misa, gets to the corner, draws the defender away, and Crosby just has so much time and space to wire that home. As it's going to be not an X Factor. I was waiting for the slowdown X Factor. Let's go. Sidney Crosby. The signing is already paying dividends here as we pick up our first win with our... I should have maybe done something with the mascot. As, whew, what a win. What a win. A comeback win as well. I mean, we were down 1-0. They ended up tying the game last. But we were down 1-0. That's all I'll say. And now we will hop into this first month, hopefully. Unless the first game is against, or the next game is against a... No, it's not. Perfect. Our next game is against Toronto near the end of the month. So, let's sim up to this Toronto game. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, we have a better start to the season already. We are 4-2-1. Toronto's 5-2. Is Toronto first in the division? They are. Our division's pretty tight, actually. It's the top, 7 teams, or 6 teams, that are really close. So, hopefully it gets a little more separated as the year goes on. But it is a tight race to start the year, which it probably usually is. Leaders, points for Newhook, defenseman, points, Bouchard. Cristall's got 4 points. That's great. Great to see. Yeah, we're not on any... Devin Levi is on the list with 4 wins already. Let's send this game against Toronto. Normally, Stolars just has our number all the time. Hopefully, we're able to beat him in this one here. Let the penalty kill off. First period. It is 1-1. Morgan Barron and Lavoie gets it. 3-2 after 2. Crosby gets 1. And then Tarasenko and Matthews get him. Knives with 1 there. Almost right on the dot. Another power play for Toronto. Killed off. Can we get one here? Come on. And that's Austin Matthews. That's not our team. Stolars just has our number. We are unable to beat him. Yeah, he's just shut down in the third periods against us. That is per usual. And we lose 5-2 to Toronto. Not a great, especially in the division. We had a chance to go take the division lead, and we just blew it. Alright. Well, let's sim. I want to sim a little further in before I start looking at the team to make changes. It looks like we don't have a game against Toronto or Montreal, so we're going to sim to the 30th of November here. And I'm going to sim with you guys here, as in general I feel it'll be a good year for rookies. That's great and all, but I'm not sure if we will have our first round pick at the end of the year if we do end up buying. as it's a win against Ottawa, a loss against Utah, a win against LA. We're staying up there. A win, a loss, a loss, a loss. Oh my. 7-7-1. Not how we want to see it. That's that trade. I don't think I want that trade at all. Another win against Vancouver after a win against the Islanders. We don't make it 3 in a row, but we got a point. As Hag's out, I'm going to replace for right now. Florida win. Hag's back. I thought it would be a short injury. I don't really read that. Every time I see the injury pop up, I don't read it. But I should. Let's check one thing. Before we switch Hag in, Desnoyers got 5 points to Crystal's 7. I'm going to switch them. And then I'm going to move Nicholas Hag back in. And I'm going to see one thing. If I move Bean down, I move DuPont up. Okay. You know what? I might try this for the rest of the month. Give DuPont a little more time. As Montembeau is hurt. Oh no. Okay. So if I go best roster, I think it does best lines. I don't want to be stuck fixing the lines. If we go to goaltenders, we go to in the system. Jack Ivankovich. Welcome back to the NHL yet again. As Beckman will be the starter. He didn't really grow from last year. Didn't he stay at a 74? That's not great. But luckily we got Ivankovich who grew a bit here. He's up to a 79. That's good. Substitute in. I'm not going to switch because it's probably automatically going to do that. I will do best lines for the AHL because that's what I've been doing. Columbus we pick up. I don't know because we're in the AHL, of course. We ended up picking up a win and then a 7-2 loss against Minnesota, which puts us as 5th in a wild card spot, which is good. I want to see what our players are playing like, if we need to make any line changes here. As Sidney Crosby leads with 18 points, 10 goals. Jordan Spence has 13 assists of the year. He's actually starting to put up points there, 14 points. 7 rookie points, 11 wins for Devin Levi. I don't know if anybody's on any of the lists. Maybe Devin Levi still with wins. Yeah. I don't know what to do. What's the problem? Is Belch not working with Misa and Stankoven? They have good chemistry. He's got 6 points. Tamisa has 11 assists, 6 goals for 17, and 15 for Stankoven. Is Ryan McLeod playing good? 6 points, 5 goals, 1 assist. Bouchard has 13 points. DuPont has 4 assists. Let's see here. What can we do? You know what? It is November, isn't it? Yep. Let's talk to the players. Oh my. Sorry for a little low energy. I'm still tired. I don't get it. I'm still very low energy. But I'm gonna take down on the whiteboard here who I need to talk to for line chemistry, and then we will fix that up. So defensively, I'll go put down who I need to talk to. Looks like everyone but Spence. I think Hag is good for the first pair, so I need to switch him down. I think I'm going to switch him for the third pair, keep him down there. But yeah, it looks like a lot of people on offense. I will be back. I'll see you guys when I've done it. It's going to take a while, so I will do it off camera. So I'll be back. Alright, so we talked to our players, and the people who bought in were Crosby, McLeod. I think that's it for the forwards. It's just Crosby and McLeod. Everyone else, like, even if they said yes, they're like, I think I could play up in the lineup, which Abe Kubel, you're an 82 overall. Sure, Cristal and Belch are like the same. You're not going to move ahead of them. You're a 4th liner. Shabbat said yes, and Bouchard said yes, so now we have a +5 for them. That is amazing. Spence said yes, same with DuPont, so they're getting a +2. Hag said yes, but said no because he's supposed to be a top 4 defenseman. I agree with him. And then Bean said no, just entirely. But our chemistry is up, so that's what I like to see. Hopefully this helps us a little bit. Kind of just like, we start the season, depending. And then We start the season, and depending how we do, we'll look at it. But usually, I think I will look at the chemistry every time because our lines are going to change here as we hop into this game against Montreal. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's win a bunch of games going into this game, and then, yes, that's the start we needed. Montembeau's back. That's perfect. And a backup goalie that would help us. I don't want to send him down. That would be the biggest mistake of my career. As Ivan Kovic can go down. And we do need to edit our NHL lines. Montembeau back in. And then we'll take him out for Ivan Kovic. And then I'll switch them here. As now we're going to simulate Ed. Great. He gets hurt again. So he's going to come back in like 4 days. And we're going to have to do this all over again. Oh my god, I hate the injury system sometimes. Ivan Kovic in. Sorry for the quiet there. This injury system's pissing me off. How come every time that happens? Like, oh, I'll put a player back in, they get hurt immediately again. Why are they starting after they came in and got hurt? It should have been Devin Levi, and now Montembeau's back. We haven't even played a game. Or we might have played one. And then watch, they're going to put him in. I don't know why I went in the system. We're going to put him into the first game, even though we have Devin Levi up there. And then he's going to get hurt one more time. We have to call Ivan Kovic up, and it's just going to spend 20 minutes on these screens. And now we got to put Ivan Kovic back in as well. Now I'm going to press that, then exit, just so I get the NHL screen. As we beat Vegas, perfect. Sammy Blais available, I'll just do best lines for them. Washington, a big win. St. Louis, a win. Tampa, a win. Pittsburgh, against Crosby's former team, a win. Have we played Pittsburgh already this season, or is that our first game? That's Sidney Crosby's first game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And we do get a win, and now we are 18. 9-2, just like the Habs. They have a 1-point lead just due to it. Them having an extra game, and we are 2 points back from Toronto. This is how I like it. Competitive. 16 wins already for Devin Levi in 24 games. Perfect. First period. Oh, let's let this power play in. First period. 1-0 us. Logan Stankoven. Second period. They get 3 straight back and 2 from Caulfield. Ugh. Division rivals, we're just not showing up. The Canadian division rivals, at least, as Nick Suzuki will get 1. I'm going to sim the rest of the game here. It ends in a 4-1. We didn't miss anything. Another tough loss to a close division rival, the Canadian division rivals, that we watch the games of. It's going to be a close year, I think, as we're going to sim. Nope. To that game, we're going to sim to the game against Toronto now. And then we'll look at player stats as we're a little more into the season. Old, I would count your times, Old. You're a low, medium, elite goaltender. We have one that's already in the system. Be a great trade piece there. As we pick up a win against Nashville after losing to Winnipeg, we'll get another one against Detroit. We will beat Carolina, beat Chicago, head into Edmonton. Not into Edmonton, we were at home. And we get a loss against Edmonton, a win against San Jose. We're still up there. It's 3 Canadian teams at the top. Perfect, and we're playing the team that's number 1 in our division. And we are just behind them yet again. Let's look at those. We're not scoring, but we're really good defensively. Our PK is better than Toronto's, but not the greatest. And same with our power play is not great. Sidney Crosby leads the team in points. That's just absurd to me that Sidney Crosby leading the team in points. We have Hill to be in net for this game. Same with Montemo. Before we hop into this game, though, let's check Stats Central. I want to see how our whole team's doing. Sidney Crosby, 32 points, leads the team in 37 games. Baron Hayton, 28. Misa, Stankoven, Belch, just not having that great of a year, is he? No, 9 points. This one's a tough one. I think I'm going to leave the lines as is for now, because we're doing so well. If we start slipping, I think I might move. Let's see if I go. We got Belch, Misa, Stankoven, Crosby, Newhook, Hayton. Then we got McLeod, who would be like the only one I would move up. Maybe Richie as well. We could move Newhook into the middle on the second line. So then it would be a Newhook in the middle. We move Hayton down across, Belch down. Then we can move Misa to the wing and play Crosby at center on the first line. Would be about. We could leave McLeod and we could even move McLeod up, but I don't know. Oh, Richie would be center on that third line then. We'd probably move Barron up as well. Kind of stack the top. I'm not sure. I kind of like how it's balanced, but if I have to stack it up there, I will. First period against Toronto, 2-0. Second period, we get one. Callum Ritchie, can we get one more? All we need is one shot to tie this game, and Mitch Marner will pick up a power play goal. Tarasenko picks one up for them. We get a power play. We get on it. Morgan Barron on the power play. Must be our second pair. They get one more. I'm going to sim the rest of the game. Akiratu. And we're just losing those important games. So honestly, I don't mind if we're still up there. Because it's one game. Now it's 2 now against Toronto and 1 against Montreal. But if we keep staying where we are, we have a game against Montreal, so we'll sim to Philly. See how we're doing. If we keep this up, we're still at the top of the division. I do not mind as much as like those small losses because we're still up there, but you got to take advantage of those games, especially when you're close to those teams, as Newhook is out until January 17th. It's January 12th. I'll just do replace this player for now as we pick up an 11-2 win. Alex Newhook is back for the next game anyway. So it didn't really matter as Suzuki's being in the lineup. Belch got a little hurt. We're winning, though. So it's not Abe Kubel. No, I think he's a center, isn't he? He is a center. We're winning games. I don't want to fix the lines at all right now. As Hag's out again, that'll just be replace players on the third pair. As we're simulating, we don't even know what's going on. We can't even see how our team is simulating. As Nicholas Hag's back, throw him into that third pair yet again. Oh man, I'm just hoping this team does well. I like that Landon DuPont up to an 85. That's perfect. How's he doing in terms of points this season? He's got 11. I don't think he's going to win the Calder. Oh, I totally forgot to talk to him as well about a goal. Belch is out. I'll do head coach replaces player for now. Belch is back. Probably didn't even miss a game. Suzuki's in there. Let's get Belch in there. Suzuki might move into the lineup as the fourth line center for one of the rookies if we make the playoffs. As we're here at the game against Philly, we're 3 points back. Montreal 2 points back. It's still a tight race. We're 7 points up from the final wild card. I think we're 8 points up of the last wild card. How are we doing? So it was the Kings game. So we got 2 straight losses. Then we picked up 2 straight wins. We got them back. We just went 500. That's fine. I don't think I want to change anything right now. I think I'm gonna sim. And you know what? I might leave the defensive change up to the off season. It might be a little easier to do it in the off season with the whole contract situation at the moment. And then we can figure out the money stuff, who we need to keep, who we need to let go just due to, some rookie contracts coming up in our system here, as we will pick up a win against New York, a loss against Florida. That's one we need to win. A win against Vegas. 2 points back at the Leafs at the moment. Voronkov, that probably would be a good trade. We might pick up someone, but so it's a loss, a win, we get a loss. We're 4 points back of Toronto for first. 3 straight losses to head into this Montreal game, as we are now 6 points back of Toronto, but we are still ahead. We're 11 points ahead of the wild card. Actually, we're less than 11 points ahead. We're 11 points ahead of the Bruins. The Penguins are the team that are, or not the Penguins, it would be the Islanders, the team that's trying to catch us. But at the same time, if they do start doing better, they're probably going to be looking to catch the Penguins instead of us. We still have to get knocked out of our division as well, and that would be Montreal, who are 6 points back. So if we could pick up a win, we could be 8 points ahead of Montreal. And do we have a game against Toronto before the season ends? We do. We have one here, and then it's all the way till the season ends. This could be a playoff push. Oh, please be the playoffs for us here, as this game against Montreal is an all-important one. To go up 8 points against them would be awesome. Let's sim this game. They got Dostal in net. 9:14 for Devin Levi here. First period, Abe Kubel, Stankoven, and Barron. The second period, Sundqvist gets one, but we're up 3-1. Let's hold on to this lead. Let's hold on to it. Good, we're doing good. We got a power play. That kills time. I don't mind if we don't score. Just rather keep it in their zone. That's what a power play does, and we will pick up a 3-1 win. We are 8 points ahead of Montreal, who are the team that could knock us out of that divisional spot. And the Buffalo Sabres fire their coach. We will not be firing John Cooper anytime soon. Maybe we're not getting the best performance that we want out of our players this season, but our team is in the playoffs, and Devin Levi has 32 wins. This is the goaltender I traded for. He's had a horrendous first 2 seasons, but now he is 1 win away from the lead in wins. He's got a 916 save percentage through 50 games. He's played the same amount of games as well. He's getting that workload like a starting goaltender, and he is showing up. And it looks like we only got 5 wins with Montembeault. Well, or Montembeault hasn't really played that much. Devin Levi might be playing a little more than he was supposed to this season if we do like just no injury splits. Montembeault's played 16 games, only got 4 wins. So yeah, that is a 12-loss season. Montembeault not doing great. Ivan Kovic, he's got a win in a game. Let's go for Ivan Kovic, but let's see how he's doing with Bakersfield right now. He's got 20 wins, 24 losses, a 909, 2 shutouts. I mean, I think he's probably saving those games. I don't think our AHL team is as good as I would like it to be. I mean, it's pretty good overalls. I mean, we got some decent players. Who's not in the lineup? Fabrizi. Oh, they took Fabrizi out of the lineup. I keep forgetting if I do best lines, Fabrizi gets knocked out of the lineup. That is fine. Yeah, Balecki looks pretty good, but other than that, not really that much development from our players. I don't know, trade deadline. Let's look at our lines. I need to look at our lines to see if we can buy anything. Defense. Now, I'm going to put F, D, and G on the list. Now, defense, it's fine. Dupont's up to an 87. Look at the development on the kid. He's got 3 X factors. He's got, what is it? Is it send it in reverse and seeing eye? Great shot through screens. Great ability to backskate. And really good at long passes. Perfect. I mean, so, defense. We are okay. We don't need anything. I'll put an X under defense. We have probably one of the best decors in the league. And it helps that we don't have that many expensive contracts up front. Now, a first line forward would probably be the go-to. A first line left winger, if one is available, Belch wouldn't be a part of that trade. He would just probably move down to the third line where Cristal is, and then he would help that third line out massively, give it a little bit of a boost. Cristal moved down, and then Cristal might move out of the lineup. If need be, 16 points. I think Cristal's doing pretty well, though. He's got 24 points this year. Don't know if I would want to move him. In terms of that, kind of just a first line forward. Now, goaltending. Montembeault, I think we could ride Montembeault for the rest of the season as a solid backup, but a backup swap. Backup swap would probably be something I would look for. That is it. If there's no first line forward available that can play the left side or just a first line forward on a 1-year contract, I won't go for anything. Maybe a little bit of a help if we could find something, but a backup swap is the thing I'm going to be looking for the most. I think this team is pretty much fine. Let's advance day. And will we get to see how this Winnipeg game goes, or are we going to go right into the screen? Right into the screen. Keep current trade block. I don't really want to... I could have probably done buyer, but I think it's a buyer trade block. For us, there as Wallstead is available. Not Canadian, right? He's Swedish. So we cannot pick him up. A defenseman. It does not look like we're going to have... We got like Alexi Protas. Arturi Lehkonen. What is Arturi Lehkonen? He's on the Oilers. Oh, no. Lehkonen. We can't pick up Lehkonen. What am I thinking here? Lehkonen is not Canadian. He is, yeah, Finnish. We cannot pick him up. It's not a cheap contract, though. Is that what I saw? $2 million? As Cates for Danoye, Balecki. We got a 5th and a 7th. We're not selling our prospects for nothing. Especially a player like Danoye. Yeah, he's on a $2.29 million deal. What a steal. Pellick, Marchenko, Fiala, Sanheim. Doesn't really look like anything is available. If we scroll down, we could maybe see a goaltender we could do like a swap for. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen we cannot do. He's not Canadian. Dylan Cousins. Anyone they say we should be interested in? Protas. Protas isn't Canadian. Uyghur. Or was it Pulak? It was a Uyghur. I don't know why you're saying we should be interested in defensemen. We have one of the most stacked D-cores in the league. In the history of the league, probably. As, yeah, I don't see a goaltender. You know what? I'm going to stand put. I'm going to stay put this deadline. We're not going to do anything. Call me crazy. That's fine. As Saros might end up winning the Vezina, looking at 925. Oh, Misa's leading our team in points now. That's good. He's bumping up. Bouchard is still up there as well. Oof, I don't know if we're going to hit a lot of our goals that we put for the players. Also, I don't know if you guys see this too. It's where it like, oh, it will say, here's the goal, 40 assists. But then in the little description thing, this player has to reach this. It will say like 50 assists. Oh, this player has to reach 50 assists in order to get this bump. And then here's the bump. But on the thing, it says 40 assists. And then when you type or when you press the response, oh yeah, I would like him to get 40 assists because that's what I'm reading. It'd be like, hey man, I would like you to get 40 assists. How about that for a goal? And they're like, well, I'll do that. But it said 50 assists on the other screen, so I'm not sure what to believe. Hopefully it's the ones I chose because they're a little more realistic than the ones that they were giving out to the players there. As it looks like we're not going to be a President's Trophy team, but we could hopefully be a playoff team if we continue our push. It's a win and a bunch of... That is a blow. That is a blow. Head coach replaces player for now. As we took a loss. We take a loss here against Detroit. A win. A win. A loss. You know what? We're staying afloat. A loss. Stankoven's back. See, I do want to do like normal line fixes, but I feel like our team is good enough to where they will just play well no matter what. I'm hoping Misa gets a huge jump next season above a 90. DuPont could end up actually getting like a really good jump in the offseason as well, to a hopefully 90 plus player as we head into Toronto. We are 6 points back of them, and the Senators are catching up to us. That's not the best thing to see. We still have to beat out, what is it, the Canadians at 74 points. Is only 9 points behind us. I mean, if we could keep the 9-point distance, I don't like how we're trending right now. A little bit downwards. When I want to like stay consistent and be in that playoff spot. Ooh, come on. First period against Toronto, it is a 1-1 tie. Second period, a 2-2 tie. Power play goal for Sid, the old man. He's not the kid anymore. He's the old veteran that's going to help this team push. I think it was Nick Robertson got the other goal for Toronto, as Matthew Nyes will pick one up for Toronto. Come on, boys. Come on, one shot. That's all we need. Come on. As Quinlan will get it again. Quillen. I said Quinlan. Quillen. No. Another divisional loss to a team that we should be beating. The Ottawa game is actually more important than this Toronto game, just because how close we are. I'm going to sim to the last 5 games of the regular season, and we'll closely keep an eye on this Ottawa game as it passes through here. We are on it. We pick up a John Hines firing. A win. Let's go. And another win against Utah. Make it 3 straight here. Against LA. Yes, we do. Aitchison's hurt. Put Fabrizi in. Seattle, can we make it 4 straight? Sidney Crosby is out until April 30th. Only the head coach replaces player for now. As we beat Seattle. And we will head in. We lose to Florida. We're 5 points back of the Leafs. You know what? We can make a push for first in the division. From missing the playoffs at 1 point to hopefully getting a push to win the division. No clinches on our conference yet, but the Rangers and the Hurricanes have clinched. Hurricanes clinched with 98. So we see the number. We're at 92. We're still bits away. What's the team that can catch up to us? The Senators is the team that has to catch up to us with 83. I mean, they're 9 points. We still have a 9-point gap. 2 clinches for the Stars and the Avalanche on the other side. As we gotta go edit the lines here. I think what I'm gonna do is move McLeod up to the second line, because I know he has the chemistry. Still boost to a +3. I'm gonna move Abe Kubel to the third line, and Suzuki will play center on the fourth line. Alright, we're missing a huge piece to our team. Sidney Crosby has probably been one of the best range signings I've had. And he's out for the rest of the regular season, and most likely the first round of the playoffs. We might get him back a little late in there. You know what? We're not going to say when he's going to come back. We're going to say he's out for the rest of the regular season, and that he's hopeful for the playoffs. But we're not going to say specifically when, because we don't want other teams to know. Also, he's not out with an MCL sprain, you guys. He's out with a undisclosed injury. We don't know what it is. The doctors won't tell us. They know, they just won't tell us. Our goal-scoring leader is out. Devin Levi. Look how good he is. 39 wins, good for second in the NHL. You know, if Shesterkin didn't exist, Devin Levi could have a Vezina caliber season. As our game against the Islanders. Let's sim this. Menus are so slow. Leafs have clinched with 103. Our division, it's the Leafs, is the only one that's clinched. As 86 is the number for the Islanders. Is it the Islanders? So 86 points the Islanders have with how many games remaining? 5. So 5 games remaining, they can get 10 points, which means they can get 96 points. And we're at 94. I think if we beat the Islanders, we clinch a playoff spot here. So I'm going to do slow sim this game because this is our playoff clinching game. This could be important. This will be important. We could clinch the playoffs for the first time in franchise history by beating the Islanders in an all-important game without Sidney Crosby. First period. How do we do? A tied Matthew Barzal and Devin Levi. Second period, Roger McQueen for them. I was getting excited because I usually take Roger McQueen in my franchise modes, but it wasn't this one that we took him. We just need a shot here. One shot could help. Come on, boys. We just need one. Tie the game. Send it to overtime. As it looks like the Islanders will pick up a 2-1 win. And we don't clinch just yet. I don't think we're going to get knocked out of the playoffs. It would take a miracle for us to get knocked out of the playoffs. We are still firmly in there as we got to face Archer Silovs. I mean, if we wanted to face a goaltender that... Oh, and we're facing Demko. Of course we're facing Demko. Let's sim this game. Let's see how we do. Do we get it? John Cooper is talking to us. We have clinched a playoff spot. Let's go. Influence XP is up. Management morale is up. Everyone's happy. We have clinched the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Oh my. I'm so excited. We get to do an entire playoff episode next week as we clinch with 96 points. After a loss to the Islanders, they get to go to the wild card. We do pick up a win here as we'll go against the Flyers. We are still 9 points back of the Leafs. I don't think we can catch up. Yep, they've won the division. That's clicked in here. Alex Newhook is out until April 27th with an undisclosed injury. As we do pick up a win against the Flyers, we are missing 2 crucial players going into the playoffs. A win against Buffalo. We're still able to win. As Devin Levi with 41 wins on the season. How is that? It is tie. There is one away. It is one away. He's played 2 more games as well. Shesterkin's played 64 games. Have they played all their games? What's the... Is it... Yeah, it's the triangle for that. They do have one more game. Okay, and we have one more game as well. So, let's pray the New York Rangers lose and we win. The first thing is we have to win. Let's sim this game. Can Devin Levi pick up a tie for league leading win in our last game of the year? First period against Anaheim, 1-0, as Belched will pick one up. Second period, Abe Kubel gets one. Beckett Senecki, though, cuts it back on the power play. Come on, all we need is to hold on to the lead. Knock on wood here. We get a power play. That will kill some time. Can we get a goal as well? Extend the lead. It's a very long power play. Not able to get it. But we're close here. And Landon DuPont will pick one up. And Stankoven with the empty netter will take a 4-1 win against Anaheim. That's perfect. Devin Levi has tied Shesterkin. But will Shesterkin pass him if we advance the day? Alright. We know he has 42. They tied. Okay. We could have a Vezina caliber goaltender on our team, but at the same time it could be just it could be second place or just a really good win merchant. Let's check our stats for this year. A very low year. I don't like how my team simulates ever. All the time. Crosby, Stankoven, and Newhook missed some time, so their point totals are a little lower than they should be, but everyone else, decent. Alright, let's see. Bouchard winning the Norris. That's probably not going to happen if we go to defense. We're going to see Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes with like 90 points. Stankoven, 40 assists. He got 41. Perfect. Hopefully it wasn't 50. Misa, 40 assists. He hit it. Perfect. Newhook did not hit 30 goals. He wasn't even close. Should have done the assist for him. Shabbat, 30 assists. He hit it on the dot. 30 assists. Devin Levi got his 35 wins. In fact, he got 42. Tied for league leading. Belched winning the Calder. I don't think that's going to happen. 22 points on the year. I don't think that's going to happen. And is there one we're missing? No, it's Belched with the Calders. The last one, we forgot to put DuPont in for the Calder. Let's go to rookie skaters. Or no, let's go to defensemen. And we'll go entire league, and then we will check out rookie skaters and goaltenders as well as defensemen. Yeah, what did I say? Kale McCarr, just 103 points. Quinn Hughes only had 55. Is he playing for Vancouver still? I'm pretty sure they both resigned, didn't they? This game is so slow. Yeah, Quinn Hughes. Goaltending. Shesterkin had a 918 and had just a little bit better goals against average. That might give it to him. Same with 7 shutouts over Devin Levi's 3. You know what? If I were to give it to the Vezina to someone this season, it would probably be either Shesterkin, maybe Sorokin. I like those numbers down there. He had better save percentage. That's about it. I'm hoping Levi pulls it off and wins something. But if they give it to Shesterkin, that's fine. Rookie skaters. Quinn Musty. Look at Andrew Cristall with 32 points. What a year for him at an 80. He played on the 4th and 3rd line. He barely played good time. Ryan Winterton, Musty, Jacobson, Othman. I hate that Landon DuPont only picked up 21 points. But that is fine. We are in the playoffs with possibly one of the best teams we've had, and I'm so excited. I want to hop into the playoffs right now, but I think we are going to wait. We probably know who our playoff opponent is going to be, but let's see. Regular season complete. Who will we be facing? It is the Florida Panthers. That's who I thought it was going to be. Spencer Knight, Devin Levi. Might be a rematch for the World Juniors, goaltending wise. Evan Bouchard. I was going to say against his rematch against the Oilers. No, that would be in a Stanley Cup final. Let's head to edit lines. Let's fix this up before we enter the playoffs, because we need to. Why is Matt Dumba there? Do we not have a forward scrap? Oh, yeah, we don't have a forward scrap. We played with Matt Dumba for the last bit of the season. That's funny. All right, let's call some people up. Go to roster moves. Hopefully our AHL team isn't in the playoffs. We'll just bring up whoever we need. We can bring up 3 players if we wanted to. Let's bring up Blay. We'll bring up Height, and we'll bring up Guerrier. Being over. Oh. Let's not bring up Guerrier then. We'll bring up Blay and Height. We'll hop into AHL line, or not AHL lines. Honestly, just best lineup. Head coach preferred lines. Even if there's a goaltender in there, I don't care. Or not a goaltender, a defenseman. Matt Dumba, get out of my lineup. Blay. Let's put Height in. We're gonna move Richie up, and we're going to move Data up. We're going to move Barron up as well, because our 3rd line now looks very weak, probably comparative to other teams, just due to how many injuries we have. Our defense, though, is still stacked. Still stacked. 87, 87, 87, 86, 83, and then we have a 91 on top of that. It's like a cherry on the cake there. With the cherry on top. That's what I meant to say. Oh, all right. Let's check the injury. I need to check a lot of stuff. Let's check the injury report. I just want to see April 27th and April 30th is expected returns. So, are they going to be out for the entire first round? I do think so. Okay. So we might get Newhook back for Game 7. Maybe Crosby back for Game 7. But we might be missing our two very important players for the entirety of the first round. So we got to pray that we do good against the Florida Panthers and hopefully make it to the second round so we get those guys back. But I am happy to just be in the playoffs. As is, we were one of the best defensive teams. Our power play took a step up for the rest of the season. Our PK did as well, but we're facing one of the best scoring teams in the league. Oh man, the unstoppable force meets the immovable object in terms of defense and offense here. As of course, we're one of the best defensive teams in the league when we have an 86 overall defense. D-man on the 3rd pair, and that's not just because I wanted to make the pairings a little more even. It's because our defense is so stacked. Um, 108 points for Sam Reinhart leads them, man. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. This is probably next episode's probably going to be the most fun we're going to have in a franchise mode. That's going to do it for this episode. Man, I'm so excited. I can't wait for the playoffs. I just want to hop in right now, but I can't. I'll save it for next week. We'll do the entire playoff run from the first round all the way to the Stanley Cup final if we make it. Hopefully we make it further. If we get knocked out a little early, I will do the draft as well on top of it, and awards and all that stuff. But if we go deep, that'll be awesome because I would love a deep playoff run, get a little more experience than just one round. But I'm happy we're here. The rebuild is over, officially. I'll see you guys in the next one. The video on your right is the video from Monday. Actually, from Wednesday, the day I'm recording it today. But it's the Monday video. I said uploaded a little late. The video on your left is last week's franchise mode video. Check that out, where we had the insane off season. Subscribe is under the Monday video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go Quebec.